Guys, how you doing? During this video, I'm going to talk about phenylpiracetam and what I like about it and how to get the best use of it. Now, this is from Nootropics Depot. It is a powdered form. If you're somebody that's new to this nootropic, it's recommended to take as small doses, like I would say start off with 50 milligrams, buy it in the powdered form, and then from there, take it first thing in the morning because it is so stimulating that if you don't, it'll keep you up throughout the night. Now, what makes this a very unique nootropic is that its physical stimulation is very, very, very intense. It's remarkable. Very different than modafinil. Modafinil, you really feel a bit more focused, whereas phenylpiracetam, you almost just have this like unfocused energy. You can be a little bit distractible. So phenylpiracetam, what makes it great is in essence, it's something you can take besides caffeine that will just help you if you're somebody that's like door knocking or walking a lot, or even for somebody who's doing a lot of presentations. Like I make presentations and I know if I do 2 presentations during the day, afterwards I'm just tired. My mind's tired, I'm physically tired, right? And this would be a good tool that way. In terms of the cons, what I've noticed is, again, the energy is very unfocused. So to some extent, you feel like a little bit too distractible. Your priorities will not be that clear, and you have to just mentally take a reset and know, okay, what am I doing? What are the most important tasks that I accomplished like right now? Because if not, you're going to be on phenylpiracetam. You're going to have so much energy, and you really just won't know what to do with it. And you kind of are a bit delusional that way, that you may be in such a good mood that you're not looking at things objectively. You may just finish the day thinking you were productive, but the reality is, and the numbers say maybe you weren't productive. So if you're somebody that's taking phenylpiracetam, take it with a lot of alpha GPC throughout the course of the day. Some rhodiola may help as well, but I have noticed that adaptogens are not that effective with phenylpiracetam. It seems to just overpower everything else. And if you're taking a lot of caffeine, phenylpiracetam is a great alternative. So for somebody that is maybe experiencing like caffeine withdrawals, for example, it's to my understanding that phenylpiracetam may work on different receptors. So you can substitute phenylpiracetam during that time for the energy boost, for the cognitive boost, and just to feel sharp and driven like like your normal self. Great stuff. This is from Nootropics Depot. In terms of dosage protocol, I like the powdered form because I can just weigh it on a milligram scale. And there's some days where I want to take 50 milligrams, just a small dose. And there's some days where I'll go up to like maybe 100, but I'm not finding these days that I'll go over 150 milligrams, for example, which is, in my opinion, it's a pretty high dose because I'm very sensitive. But if it's a day where I have a very intense workout, or if I'm traveling for a few days and I really want to get like a good workout in to hit all my muscle groups, for example, that's a scenario where I would take a higher dose of phenylpiracetam. What's very different, because people compare it to modafinil a bit. It's different in that it's more pronounced throughout the later portion of the day. With modafinil, it more so seems like you get 8 to 10 hours of good solid energy and focus, whereas phenylpiracetam, I feel the onset later on in the day, maybe 8 hours afterwards. It's at that time when I just want to get out of my chair and go for a sprint. It's pretty cool. It's good, and you could focus at that time, focus well, really have the ability to have smooth transitions between your tasks, and you know what to do. And that's phenylpiracetam. I rate it very highly. If you don't like it, then keep on experimenting with it, I'd say, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next time.